Test, test. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Test, test, test. Test, 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 test. Test, test, test. Hello, hello. Test, test, test.
Welcome, Dutchman fans, into beautiful Dutchman Field at Keenholz Park for another PGCBL matchup between the Mohawk Valley Diamond Dogs and the Albany Dutchman. The Dutchman comes into this matchup losing two straight, one at Amsterdam on Monday and one last night against Saugerties at a 9-2 defeat at home. The Dutchmen are sending left-hander JT Larson on the mound. He is from University of North Florida, and we are ready to get this game underway. As leading off for the Mohawk Valley Diamond Dogs, the second baseman number 13, Noah Lucier from Fairfield University. Just joining in, first pitch is fouled down the first base side. Shapiro looking at it, and it goes out of play, and that will be 0-1 on Lucier. Just joining in, we are trying YouTube Live for the first time, and we're hoping all the technical difficulties can be erased with what happened with Facebook Live. Hopefully that will subside as the pitch is taken for a strike, and it is a quick 0-2 count on Lucier. And that one is taken high by Lucier, and it will be 1-2. JT Larson, a left-hander. That one is taken high, and the count will be even at 2-2. It's a left-hander out of St. Augustine, Florida. Goes to the University of North Florida, going into his senior year. 2021 stats with the Albany Dutchman after this pitch is fouled back. 2021 stats with the Albany Dutchman: 9 games, 16.2 innings pitched, 15 hits, 6 earned runs, 8 balls, 19 Ks, and matched a 3.24 ERA. As that one is taken high, and JT Larson now at a full count after getting quickly to an 0-2 count on Noah Lucier. And that one is taken high, and after getting ahead 0-2, he lets Noah Lucier reach on base with pitching 4 straight balls, and it will bring up the right fielder number 15, Pete DeRocher, out of Manhattan College. As the Diamond Dogs, the visiting team today, are coming off a 10-5 victory against the first place Amsterdam Mohawks, handing them their first loss of the season. As he goes for a pickoff, and that will be he will be safe at first, and we will try the 0-0 again. So we're just joining in with us, no score, runner on first from a walk, as that one is another pickoff attempt, and he is in there safe, a little closer than the last one. So no score, runner on first with a 3-2 walk, and Pete DeRocher coming up to bat for the Diamond Dogs. As Larson gets into his windup, and the pitch is taken high, and it will be 1-0. We'll take a chance here to get the defense. Right field, Alex Brill. Center fielder, Cam Jordan. Left fielder, Anthony Ramo Jr. And the pitch is a pickoff again, unsuccessful. At third base, we have Nick Plew, Chance Cheka at shortstop, Ty Young back at second base, Caden Shapiro with his second straight game at first with Matt Bergevin with the day off. Brody Keniston, the high school senior, is going to be catching, and the left-hander JT Larson on the mound. As that one is swung on and missed, and it is 1-1 on Pete DeRocher. And for the Albany Dutchmen, they're in a little bit of a skid right now after starting off the season hot. So that one is fouled back, and it will be 1-2. Yeah, the Dutchmen started off hot, winning their first. That one is taken high. That'll be 2-2. Winning their first 4 games, 2 against the Stallions, and that doubleheader sweep on June 4th that had 2 mercy rules against the Glens Falls Dragons, then dropping one to the Outlaws. As that one has popped up, and that will be out of play, and we will be at 2-2. And so the Dutchmen, after losing against the Outlaws, they won with another mercy rule against the Dragons, 15-4. And then on Saturday, this past Saturday, they swept the doubleheader against the Rapids. And then they lost 2 consecutive against the Mohawks and the Saugerties Stallions. So they're looking to turn it around here. And with the left-hander on the mound, we got to see if that will happen, as that one is fouled off, and the count will remain at 2-2. As the pitch is fouled back, and we will continue the 2-2 count on Pete DeRocher. And the 2-2 is slapped down the first base side, and that is going to be a foul ball. And we will do it again at 2-2. So to look at the standings right now, the Mohawks, who lost against the Diamond Dogs and beat the Dutchmen on Monday, they are at 8-1. Albany Dutchman is at 7-3. Then you got the Oneonta Outlaws at 5-3, and the Diamond Dogs are in 5th place at 4-5, and on a 1-game winning streak, winning against the Amsterdam Mohawks. And the pitch is fouled off again, and we will be at a 2-2 count. No score, 2-2 count on Pete DeRocher, the second batter in the Diamond Dogs lineup, following a walk by Noah Lucier. And the 2-2 is inside. And finally, we get a change in the count, as it is 3-2 now on Pete DeRocher. We appreciate everyone sticking with us through these technical difficulties that we are trying to solve, as that one is popped up, and that is going to be caught by Ramo Jr. And the Dutchmen have their first out of the game with the first baseman out of Manhattan College, Alfredo Delgado. So 1 out, no score, runner on first, and Alfredo Delgado steps into the plate. So that one is a big swing and miss, and that will be 0-1 on Delgado. As the pitch to Delgado is taken low, and it will be 1-1.
Cross off, fly out to right field on your bingo scorecard.
And another pickoff attempt, unsuccessful, and we will do the 1-1 to Delgado. And the pitch is taken in for a strike, and it is 1-2. For the Dutchmen now, they lost last night 9-3 against the Sarati Stallions after beating them 2 consecutive times. One of them was a walk-off here at Dutchman Field last week with Danny Rogers sending a thriller comeback in the bottom of the 10th inning. So the 1-2 count on Delgado, and that one is chopped to Plu, goes to Young, and goes to first, and that is a double play. So let's score that a 5-2-3 double play as JT Larson, walks the first batter but gets out of trouble with a pop out and a double play there. So the Albany Dutchmen getting out of the inning. They will be ready for the bottom of the first in just a few minutes. As we get ready for the bottom of the first inning, we'd like to say if you are a public school or charter school looking for an experience and knowledge of becoming the manager Title I grant, I'll make Now we're into the bottom of the first. After an inning double play, we got number 13 Tyler Young playing second base today out of Lehigh University, as he is facing the left-hander Hayden Duke, as that one is taken outside, and it'll be 1-0. And the pitch is taken outside, and it'll be 2-0. Tyler Young on the season, he is pretty much leading every Dutchman hitter in every Dutchman hitter stat. Here, he's leading an average at 400, and at RBIs with 10, slugging percentage at 600, and on base percentage at 512. So a great leadoff guy for Coach Davy's squad, to have someone who can get on base but also drive in runs and be that guy that can start some rallies. So it is 3-1 on Tyler Young, as that one is taken up, and it will be a leadoff walk for the Dutchman and Tyler Young.
Batting second, the extra hitter.
Coming out to the plate is the extra hitter, number 11, Ty Gallagher, out of Herkimer Community College. Batting from the left-hand side as that one is taken in for a strike, and it is 0-1. Ty Gallagher, a late arrival to this team as he was playing in the JUCO World Series. And congratulations to Herkimer winning that World Series. So congratulations to Cheka and Ty Gallagher and Luke Puz coming from that JUCO World Series champion team. So the 0-1 on Ty Gallagher is taken inside, a little up there. Seemed like it almost hit him there, and it will be 1-1 on Ty Gallagher. So Young leading off of first. Ty Gallagher swings and misses. It'll be 1-2. It is no score in the bottom of the first inning. Tyler Young with a leadoff walk. 1-2 on Ty Gallagher, the second batter in the lineup, as that one is fouled off, and it will remain at 1-2. As the 1-2 is taken outside, and it is 2-2. So a lot of patience from these two hitters here, as they, from that 9-3 loss last night, it seemed like they were swinging for the fences, and not tonight, as they try to get on base and set up the middle of the lineup to get them in, as it is 2-2 on Ty Gallagher. And the pitch is taken high, and it will be a full count on Gallagher. We also do apologize for the flipping of the screen. It's a mirror image. So if you have checking the game, as that one is lined up to the center fielder, Zach Brush, as Tyler Young has to get back as he was running on that pitch. And it will be one out for the Dutchman with the right fielder, Alex Brill, coming up to bat. As I was mentioning before, the mirroring of the video right now, if you've ever been to Dutchman Field, it is, the scoreboard is in right field, not in left field. So we do apologize for that. Still trying to deal with some technical difficulties, but we thank everyone for tuning in, and please tell your friends to tune in as well and come to the ballpark and catch a Dutchman game this summer, as we have a lot of home games, a lot of theme nights, as tonight is blackout night with both teams putting on their black uniforms. You can tell by a little bit of a difference between the Diamond Dogs and the Dutchmen, as the Dutchmen have white stripes on their shoulders, on their shoulder pads, and they also have white pants. So with the Diamond Dogs having black shirts and gray pants. So you can see a little bit of a difference there, as we have Alex Brill from Ohio Dominican University coming in, making his full day debut, as he made his debut last night, as Hayden Duke, the left-hander, checks on Tyler Young at first. So Alex Brill, another late arrival, as that one is taken outside, and it will be 1-0 on Brill. It's another late arrival for Coach Davey. So Coach Davey's trying to include everyone in here, trying to get their at-bats, trying to see what works. Beginning of the season, it was a lot of the bats showing up, not a lot of the pitching. It's kind of mixed in, as that one is swung on and foul tipped into the glove, and it'll be 1-1. It seems like a lot of the players are coming back, as we're still missing some of our players, and they will be back shortly as they check on Tyler Young, and it will be 1-1 still with Alex Brill. And the 1-1 is swung on and missed, and is 1-2 on Brill. Brill pinched hit for Matt Bergevin last night. Wasn't able to do much with that as they were already down 9-2 as he swings and misses. And it will be 2 outs following the leadoff walk for Tyler Young. Now Chance Cheka from Herkimer comes into the batter's box, and we would like to here to announce the defenders after this first pitch to Cheka, as that one is a check swing but called a strike, and it will be 0-1. So we will start in left field with Evan Berta, center field Zach Brush, right field Pete DeRocher, Orlando Pena at third, Ernesto Polanco at shortstop, Noah Lucier at second, Alfredo Delgado at first, as that one is there or thrown to first, but Tyler Young steals the bag, and it seemed like he got caught in a rundown there, but he kept running and he got in there. So a runner on second base for the Dutchman, and so runners in scoring position for Chance Cheka, and the Dutchmen are looking to have an early lead as they weren't able to put up any runs until the latter half of the game against Socrates last night. As that one is swung up the middle, and that will be a base hit. Tyler Young rounding around third, and he will score. And the Dutchmen get their first lead of the game with their first hit, and it is 1-0 after a Chance Cheka base hit right up the middle for the Dutchmen. So saw Cheka there. As I was mentioning that they should get an early lead and get early runs off of this Diamond Dogs team that's reeling after their Amsterdam Mohawks victory out in Amsterdam last night. They do it. So 1-0. Dutchman in the bottom of the first with 2 outs, with Anthony Ramo Jr., the left fielder out of University of Rhode Island, coming up to bat. As the 0-1 is in the dirt, Cheka remains at first, and it will be 1-1. And I was a little cut off there from the defense for the Diamond Dogs. Jimmy Sullivan is going to be catching, and we have Hayden Duke, the left-hander at a UMass Lowell. As that one gets away from Sullivan, the throw to second will not be in time, and Cheka steals the base after the passed ball. And another runner in scoring position. So, Coach Davies' squad is back with the aggression on the bases as they've been all season, as it seemed like there was not a lot of aggression last night as they weren't able to get a lot of offense. Different story tonight, different day. You got to put the pass behind you, as that one is taken on the outside corner for a strike, and it is 2-2. So Ramo Jr. with Cheka on second after the pass ball is right up the middle, and that will be in for a base hit. Cheka goes around third, and he will score, and it is a quick 2-0 lead for the Albany Dutchmen. It seemed like it was a deja vu for the Dutchmen as Cheka was able to get to second just as Tyler Young did, and scoring on a base hit from Anthony Ramo Jr. So 3 hits, 2 runs for the Dutchmen so far, and 2 outs in the inning with the designated hitter Ben Lavery at a St. John Fisher coming up to bat. And I'm sure that Coach Davey preached last night that getting that early lead is a difference maker for teams with their momentum, and also for their pitcher getting that run support early so that pitcher can settle down knowing that he has a lead safe going into the next inning. as it was 2 runs on 2 hits for the Dutchman. As that one is fouled off by Ben Lavery and is 0-1. If you're just tuning in here, 2-0 Albany Dutchman at their 2 base hits, one from Ty Gallagher and one from Anthony Ramo Jr. to put the Dutchman up 2 in the bottom of the first. As that one is taken in for a strike, and it is quick 0-2 count on Ben Lavery. As that one is taken high by Lavery, and it is 1-2. And that one is taken outside, and it is 2-2. To announce the line. Might have to wait for the lineup announcement for the second inning unless Ben Lavery can get on, as there is a fake steal and a throw back to first, and Ramo Jr. is in there safely, and it'll be a full count on Ben Lavery. So if Lavery gets on base here, we'll announce the lineup for the Dutchman. If he does not, we will wait until the bottom of the second. As Ramo Jr. steals, but it doesn't matter as Lavery swings and misses. So the Dutchmen get an early lead, 2-0 on 2 runs on 2 hits, and for a 2-0 lead going into the top of the second. So some early run support for JT Larson, and we will be right back. And as Damon is doing his annual Pies on Pizza delivery dash, we would like to announce that family owned and operated for over 20 years, Pison's Pizza prides themselves on serving their customers with the finest food, quality, and service. Visit their nearest location just up the street in Goodland on Western Ave, or any of their other locations in Albany, East Greenbush, or Rotterdam. Try their delicious, cheesy, and crispy cheese pizzas every night at Dutchman Concessions. A full 12-inch 4-slice pizza to eat yourself or share with friends. Also, be sure to check out their line of frozen pizzas at your local Price Chopper, Market 32, Walmart, and many other retailers. Brooklyn's finest, Pison's Pizza and Restaurant. We're back to the top of the second. 2-0 Dutchman. After a RBI base hit by Chance Cheka and Ramo Jr. to get the Dutchman up to a 2-0 lead, as we have third baseman Orlando Pena at Coastal Carolina University, as it is a 1-1 count on the third baseman. As that one is swung on and missed, and it'll be a quick 1-2 count on Orlando Pena. So again, if you're just tuning in, we're leading off the second inning. Pena at bat, 2-0 Dutchman. After 2 RBI singles. One from Ramo Jr. As that one is swung on and missed. And it will be a quick 1 out for JT Larson. As we have Ernesto Polanco, the shortstop out of Coastal Carolina University. And JT Larson deals, and that is a strike in the zone, and it'll be 0-1. So it'll be Ernesto Polanco taking one inside, and it will be 1-1. As that one is fouled back, and it will be 1-2 on Ernesto Polanco. And it's interesting in this lineup for the Diamond Dogs, as multiple guys on these teams know each other because they are from the same college. After this 1-2, and it is fouled back. We got Pete DeRocher and Alfredo Delgado at both going to Manhattan College, and then the 4 and 5 hitters, Orlando Pena and Ernesto Polanco, are both from Coastal Carolina University. You also got Hayden Duke and the catcher Jimmy Sullivan from UMass Lowell. So a little bit of connection there, having the catcher and the pitcher on knowing each other and knowing how they work. And we also have the 9-hitter and the Evan Berta and Noah Lucier, both at a Fairfield University. So a lot of guys who know each other. As that one is swung on and missed from Polanco, and is a quick 2 strikeouts for JT Larson, as Zach Brush, the center fielder from Lemoyne College, comes up with 2 outs in the top of the second inning. So 2-0 Dutchman. 2 outs in the inning. Zach Brush up to bat. JT Larson on the mound. So that one is taken in for a strike, and it is 0-1 on Brush. That one is taken in for a strike, and it is a quick 0-2 count on Zach Brush. So after getting those early 2 runs, it seems like JT Larson is in a groove. And that one is swung on and missed, and 3 straight strikeouts from JT Larson. And he is in a groove going to the bottom of the second inning. And the score remains 2-0 Dutchman as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Don't go anywhere. Albany is coming up to bat. Now we get ready for the bottom of the second inning as the catcher Brody Keniston out of Lemoyne, going into his freshman year at Lemoyne College, is up to bat, and he's been one of the hot hitters for this Dutchman squad through these first 10 games of the season, as that one is taken in for a strike, and it is 0-1 on Keniston. Brody Keniston, as he said, leading an average at .533. As that one is taken low, and it is 1-1. Guy who is only a high school senior, so he still has to go to school after these games, and he is leading in batting average right now, as that one is taken outside and it is 2-1. And it must feel great for Keniston going up against these collegiate guys after going into your first year and knowing that you've pitched or you've hit against these collegiate guys and having some experience with college before even going into college. So it's a little bit of an advantage for Keniston, as it is a 3-1 count. That one is taken outside, and it is back-to-back leadoff walks for the Albany Dutchman, with Keniston getting on base there. Now up to bat is the first baseman, Caden Shapiro, out of Princeton University. Shapiro is mainly in the outfield, but with Bergevin with a day off, he is manning the first base corner. As Bergevin DH'd, so it is Shapiro's second straight game at first base. So having that flexibility is good for Coach Davey to put some guys around, as that one is taken in for a strike, and is a quick 0-2 count on Shapiro. See that 30 people have joined in here. We thank all of you, as that one is looked for a strike, and it is Shapiro is sent down on 3 straight strikes. And then in the 9 hole, number 99, Nick Plew, the third baseman out of Manhattan College, also a high school senior. So very important for these guys to get some collegiate style at bats, as that one is swung up the middle, seeing if you can get Keniston at second, and he does, with Plew reaching on the fielder's choice. It seemed like there for Ernesto Polanco, who made that out, he had to put his glove on the base. If he didn't, he wouldn't be able to get Keniston at second. And we got the 10-hole hitter, the center fielder Cam Jordan out of San Jac College. And so with 2 outs, following a leadoff walk from Brody Keniston, Dutchmen have unable to do anything, as that one is taken low, and it is 1-0. So Cam Jordan, coming from San Jac College, as that one is taken in for a strike. He was also a late arrival, so someone who's just getting used to this team, getting as much at bats as he can, getting used to playing with the Dutchman, and getting used to playing with all these guys from different colleges. As that one is swung on and missed, and it is 1-2. And the 1-2 count on Cam Jordan. That one is foul tipped, and we will do it again at 1-2. So with Cam Jordan at 10, we'll go back to Tyler Young leading off, Ty Gallagher, Alex Brill, Chance Check at the shortstop, left fielder Anthony Ramo Jr., the DH Ben Lavery, catcher Brody Keniston, the first baseman Caden Shapiro, the third baseman Nick Plew, and Cam Jordan up to bat in the 10-hole. Promised that I would have gotten that in the bottom of the second. Almost missed it there. I had to make sure that I got that in for people that are listening. So the 1-2 as that one is swung on and missed. And Nick Plew was stealing on there, but it did not matter. And the Dutchmen go down quietly after the leadoff walk from Brody Keniston, as the Dutchman score is 2-0 still going in the top of the third. Don't go anywhere. We are ready for the top of the third. Premier Transportation is the leader in transportation needs throughout the Capital District and beyond. Just like the Dutchman, Premier Transportation knows what it takes to win. That's why they have a diverse fleet of vehicles, the best chauffeurs in the Capital Region, and pay attention to every detail. Whether it's sports teams, weddings, tours, or just a night out, Premier will always have what you need for any occasion. Go to premierlimo.com to learn more. And as always, go Dutchman. As we get ready for the top of the third, score is 2-0 Dutchman after 2 RBI singles in the bottom of the first. An early lead for the Dutchman. We're heading to the top of the third as Richie Sika out of Rider University, the DH, is leading off the inning, as that one is sent right to Nick Plew, getting the first out for the Dutchman. He didn't have to move a muscle, just puts his glove up and makes the first out of the inning. And just like that, Jimmy Sullivan, up the catcher at the UMass Lowell, coming up to bat with 1 out in the inning. And that was a rocket from Richie Sika. Plew didn't even have to move at all, and being able to just stay in his position and make that first out. It is 1-0 on Jimmy Sullivan. And the pitch is taken in for a strike, and it is 1-1. And the Diamond Dogs unable to get anything in the first couple innings, as that one is hit on his helmet, I believe. And Sullivan takes first base. A little scary moment there for the catcher at a UMass Lowell, as he didn't even seem like he reacted like it hit his head. So, a runner on first base following the hit by pitch, and it will be the left fielder Evan Berta out of Fairfield University. That one is a pickoff attempt to first base, nothing happening, and GT Larson will pitch to Berta. So that one is taken outside. It is 1-0. So Larson coming into this third inning after getting out 3 straight batters, going down 1, 2, 3 with strikeouts. So he has 3 strikeouts in the game, as that one is taken low, and it is 2-0.
A couple of recent additions to the baseball Bengals score sheet. Strikeout looking and
So
pitch. So you are playing baseball bingo. Make sure you got those on your score sheet.
And it seems like Larson wants a new baseball there, as Jimmy Sullivan is at first, the 2-0 count on the 9-hitter Evan Berta. And the difference between lineups for the Dutchman and the Diamond Dogs is that the Dutchmen have an extra hitter, as it is a quick 3-0 count on Evan Berta. So after losing control with one that hit Jimmy Sullivan, 3 straight balls for Berta, and it seems like he can't find the plate, as that is 4 straight balls to put a runner in scoring position in Sullivan and Berta on first base. Runners on first and second for the leadoff hitter, Noah Lucier out of Fairfield University. So Larson seems like he lost control on the 9 hitter and now has to deal with the top of the lineup. Not a good situation to be in, even up 2-0. As that one is sent to left field, going back as Brill. He makes the catch, and it is 2 outs for the Diamond Dogs. And Pete DeRocher out of Manhattan College fly out to right field in the top of the first inning when the Diamond Dogs weren't able to get anything following the leadoff walk from Lucier. So 2-0. Runners on first and second with a hit by pitch and a walk. 2 outs in the inning. 2-0 Dutchman. That one is taken low, and it is 1-0 on DeRocher. The 1-0 is slapped to third, and Plume is right at the right position as he makes 2 outs where he didn't even have to move a muscle. And JT Larson gets out of the jam, and it is 3 shutout innings for Larson, and the Dutchmen still lead 2-0 going into the bottom of the third. Don't go anywhere. Are you intrigued by the thrill and excitement of thoroughbred horse racing and the thought of owning a racehorse? Step into the winner's circle with America's pastime staples with affordable partnership offerings for investments of all sizes. Visit apstaples.com for more info. We get ready for the bottom of the third inning as Tyler Young, the second baseman from Lehigh University. And excuse me, he's not number 13. He is number 9 today, as he had to switch his number for the black uniforms. So, a little misstep there by me. I apologize for that. Number 9, Tyler Young, as that one is taken outside and is 1-0. That one is taken low and it is 2-0 on Tyler Young. And shout out to Lisa, Joey and Jason's mom, saying that sounds much better than Facebook Live. I am glad. They are right next to me. They are doing music and PA, just to see if you want to know. They're doing a great job. So the 2-1 count on Tyler Young, as that one is flied out to second. That's Noah Lucier, and is 1 out for the Dutchman. And the extra hitter, Ty Gallagher, coming up. for the Dutchman. As from the the first inning, the Dutchmen haven't been able to get anything as they got their first 2 runs and their first 2 hits only in that inning. So a little bit of a pitching duel going on from that second inning. As the 0-1 is an excuse me swing, and that is a foul ball. As a little kid goes and gets that. And it is 0-2 on Gallagher. And the 0-2 on Gallagher is outside, and it will be 1-2. And Gallagher gets ready for the pitch from Duke, and that one is taken low. And we're even at 2-2. And the 2-2 is fouled down the first base side. As the first base coach throws it back to Duke. And count will remain at 2-2. So, as I mentioned earlier, the Dutchmen are coming off 2 straight losses against their rivals, division rivals, Stallions, Sauger T. Stallions, winning 9-3 here last night. And then on Monday against the Amsterdam Mohawks. As that one is sent out in foul territory, Orlando Pena makes the catch. And a quick 2 outs for the Dutchman with Alex Brill coming up to bat. He went down swinging in the bottom of the first inning. Still getting used to pitching as the umpire says to one of the coaches in the Dutchman lineup, or Dutchman dugout, to knock it off. As people are arguing, people just talking. So, a little bit of chirping from the Dutchman dugout. They're coming off 2 straight losses, and they need to get every call that they can. As the 1-0 to Brill is taken in for a strike. Coach Davey has 1 ejection on the year. So I don't know if that was Coach Davey or just another coach, or if it was one of the players. I have a little bit of a restricted view here, so I was unable to see. So that is 1-2